You guys hear me okay?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah, Coach, we got you.
All right.
Hey, Sean. No one has swept the NFC South since realignment in 2002. I guess, what does that say about like talent in this division year in and year out?
Yeah, look, the first thing is relative to football, it's not a long period of time. I mean, 02 was the realignment, and I don't know if that's the only division that's not happened to.
Yeah, it's the only one.
Is it? So, look, there's been a lot of back and forth, and every year, you start your goal with winning your division. That's the first goal. I don't know that you ever start your year with, hey, we have to win the division and sweep the division. The goal is to win the division and then work on getting the best possible seed. So, look, this win, this game coming up, there are other things that are, I would say, more important than, having that relative to history.
Sean, I know he's been hurt some this season and that, but just how has it been just to have Ty Montgomery around, and what's he been like behind the scenes?
Good. He's a versatile player. He plays a lot at the receiver position. He can play a lot at the running back. He does a lot of things. And he's someone that has got explosiveness. He's good with the ball in his hands after the catch. So he's a guy that, gives us special team snaps as well. He does a lot of things for us.
Hey, Sean, how has Alex Anzalone handled some of the ups and downs of this year? More specifically, just, having reduced snaps on defense after the trade for Quan Alexander?
Yeah, listen, he's been great. And when it happened, I talked to him and just said, hey, this is always a long season. Stay focused, continue to, improve each week. And he's done that. And, fortunately we have that depth and we're going to count on him. And he's someone that has played a lot of snaps for us. But I thought he handled it well.
Do you think maybe he's kind of suited to handling some of these disappointments just because in his career, he's had injuries and stuff like that. So he's had to overcome a lot, I guess, the last 3 years or so.
Yeah, look, he's a tough-minded guy. I think he's got that grit, man, all the way back. He was a, tremendous high school player. You're right. He's had some shoulder problems coming out the same way. And he's constantly fought back. And I think that's a credit or a testament to him.
Yeah, he was a fullback in high school at one point, right?
I feel like all these guys were a running back at one point, right?
Probably so.
Coach, this is your third decade. Thinking about it, when you first started in 2006 and now 3 decades into being a Saints coach, how special is that?
Yeah, listen, when you say 3 decades, that makes me feel old. I never take for granted. We've had, I think, a real functional working environment, and that starts with Mrs. Benson, our ownership, and Mickey and Dennis Lauscha and the assistant coaches, and then to the players we're acquiring. In a league where there's a lot of dysfunction, it's hard enough in our league to win, and it becomes harder if all the elements aren't in concert. And I never take that for granted. And it doesn't seem that long. It seems like 7 or 8 years, but obviously it's longer than that.
Do you know if y'all will have CJ Gardner-Johnson available Sunday?
Yeah. You're not talking about this Sunday.
Well, just with the changing rules and everything, I'm just trying to keep up with them.
Yeah. Right now, the way I understand it, it would be hard, I think, for this Sunday. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, we have Marquez Callaway joining us. Amy Jess, you can kick it off.
Hey Marquez, one more game left in the regular season. Obviously you've missed some games with injury, but how do you feel that you have come into your own role and continue to develop during the rookie season?
Really, I just try to do what's asked from me. You know, I go out and try to get better, and like I said, try to make a name for myself. And that's if they doing whatever they ask me to do. So if I need to block the whole game, that's what I'm doing. If I need to go out and make some catches, and that's what I'm doing. So just trying to stay in my lane, get better, learn, and hopefully improve, and showing them that I can be what they want me to be.
How did you feel in that first game back for you last week?
Oh, it felt great. You know, I told the trainers, like, yo, I hate missing games. You know, just being able to not be out there with the guys. You know, they're out there busting their butts. You know, going through practice hard, playing through the games, and I'm in the training room trying to get better. So I just felt like, and trainers told me, and the guys told me, you know, just take your time, get healthy, because in the playoff, then we're gonna need everybody healthy. So that's what I tried to focus on, try to get back healthier, so I could be able to come out and play.
Next one's from Amos Morale.
Yeah, what's it been like getting coached by CJ, and what has he really been, harping on you?
The details. You know, CJ is a fun, hard coach. You know, he's gonna bring fun to the table, and he's gonna make it enjoyable. But also, he also has that side that we're here to perform. We're here to win games. So with him being on our butts, you know, him and RC, and even the guys, you know, everybody's here trying to improve each other. Whether the older guys helping us, and we're just taking nuggets from everybody.
Next one's from Luke Johnson.
Marquez, what would you say is like the biggest lesson you've learned in your first year in the NFL?
Oof. It's been so many, really, from not playing to, you know, coming in to have to play, from dealing with injury and adversity to coming back and being able to overcome that, from being down and having to come back from behind and be able to win games. It's just a lot of adversity on and off the field, and having the guys that's been here, the coaches, and not even just in the receiver room, but from the offense as itself, even the defensive guys, you know, just having everybody here and on the same page.
Next one's from Kyle Mosley.
Mr. Callaway, how does it feel about in a couple of weeks you may be playing in your first NFL playoff game?
It's overwhelming. We're really trying to take care of business first, and hopefully everything works out so we can become the #1 seed. But, you know, we're taking it day by day. We got the next game coming up. We go to Carolina, obviously, and we're trying to take care of business there, and then we can focus and worry about the playoffs.
Next one's from Amy Just.
Yeah, it's been a week now, obviously, since Alvin's 6 touchdown game, but he's called you a brother before, and I assume you feel the same way. So how was that like for you as a college teammate of his, just seeing him ball out like that?
It's no surprise to me. I've probably said this before. I know I have said it before, but I'm not surprised with any record that Alvin breaks. You know, Alvin's my brother. We went to school together, you know, so I've seen him in college and when he went to the league and what he was doing his first couple years here. So I'm not surprised about any record that he breaks. You know, I love him. I'm happy for him, and I was just happy that I was there to witness it in person.
All right, we're all set. Thank you, Marquez.
Thank y'all.
Great.
David Onyemata. First one's from Amy Just.
Hey David, Malcolm Brown's been back at practice this week, fully practicing. How big will it be for y'all to get him back?
You know, it would be really huge just having everyone out there, him especially. You know, just having his presence out there would be really huge for the defense.
And then the other Malcolm, Malcolm Roach. How have you seen him develop this season?
You know, just taking coaching from Ryan and BY, and they both do a great job at coaching, and he's been just based off watching him at practice, he's been taking that really good, and you know the growth is just, you know, it just keeps going week in and week out.
Next one's from Rod Walker.
Hey David, how much do you you may not even care about it, but how much do you care about personal accolades? And do you feel like people in the league know who you are, or do you even care about that type of stuff?
Not really. No.
You guys have anything else for David? Amy, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll keep going. With Trey, obviously he missed last week, but how, now that there's only, you know, one more game of the regular season, how beneficial has his breakout season been for y'all, just knowing how reliable he's been on the edge?
Just it takes everyone. It doesn't just take one person to win a game. So I see it this way: is, you know, you might see something up front, but the guys backfield, like the DBs are, you know, they help with the coverage, and you know that little second, maybe the second read from the quarterback might get you the sack, or you know, certain things like that. So I see like it's a group thing. That's how I see it.
Next one's from Mike Triplett.
I wanted to follow up on your one-word answer to Rod about not caring if people know who you are. A lot of people would say that, I think, to be humble, but I mean, is it something where it's just not something you focus on, or you really, you know, more than even most people, it's a part of your personality not to really care about accolades and attention?
I'm not really an attention person. I try to be under the radar with certain things. I like to still be able to go to the grocery store and not, you know, kind of slide in there and slide out. So that's just, I think it's just like a personality thing.
Next one's from Rod Walker.
Yeah, David, kind of following up on that again. How would you evaluate the season you've had this season?
It's been pretty good, you know. Like it's not perfect, you know. Like there's always going to be room for improvement, you know. So that's.
What are some areas you think you need to improve on?
It might be something you might have gotten right 2 weeks ago, and all of a sudden, you know, going through the season, it's a pretty long season. So it's just about, you know, staying in it through every week, and sometimes it could be maybe your first step or something like that. So it's always something I'm always working on all phases.
Next one's from John DeSavior.
Hey, David. Cam always says that, you know, they really know you're going when you're kind of talking on the field. Do you initiate that, or do you just respond when people are saying something to you? What's that chatter about?
It depends. You know, like if someone says something, I definitely have to I have to finish the conversation.
Okay, we're all set. Thanks, David.
No problem.